Yo, welcome back. Front porch talks with only one Smitty. So, growing up was like mom, dad, sister, you know, typical rural suburban familyhood. You know, it's dad was a district manager. Okay, back it up. He was a district manager, but he was also an alcoholic micromanager. Alcoholic micromanager. So he's drinking every day, still drinking every day. Yeah, so that's kind of odd. I'm gonna try to do this all in one shoot today, so I don't have to splice everything together. It's probably not gonna happen though. So yeah, mom, devout Christian, Southern Baptist, born and raised. She still goes to the same church she's been going to her whole life. I'm not gonna name drop any names of the church, but because we'll get to the point where I got church hurt from that church, and it was church hurt for like 25 years, but that's gonna come later. It's interesting. I remember when I was about 6 or 7, this bar is still open here in Anderson called TJ Whispers. They were having like this grand opening. I didn't know it was a bar. I didn't know it. So I was like, we went in there. A friend helped buff the floors there, so I was there like 2 weeks before they opened. I thought it was just like a cool little restaurant, giddy up place, whatever. It was like a bar, nightclub, and there was a grand opening thing. It came to him in the mail. And he was like, and he was leaving to go to it, and I wanted to go with him. And I cried and I kicked and screamed all the way out the door. He's trying to get out the door. I'm not wanting to let him go, and you know, I wanted to go with him, or want him to stay at home, and that, you know, it's just really sad. So, and then mom had to deal with me, put me in bed, whatever, and stay at home, I guess, and pray and whatever, while he's out there getting drunk, getting loose. The time he came home drunk, I'm sure. But I always get up Saturday mornings and start a pot of coffee. Because he was a district manager for a petroleum company. He had a fancy bun coffee maker. You add water into it, it makes a pot of coffee in like 60 seconds. So I did that, and I always make it and have it ready for him. Go knock on the door, and coffee's ready. I'm trying to be a good son, right? You know. I'm a mom like one sweet and low, dad like 2 sweet and lows. Coffee ready. What a dork, right? I remember, I think I was about 7-ish. Dad told me to go get the trash out of his car. He came home, had a company car. Told me to go get the trash out, go clean his car, get the trash out. Bunch of beer cans in there and everything, and boom. Getting trash out, up under the seat. What do I find? 2 porno mags. I'm like, whoa, what's this? What? I know what they are. I seen the Sears catalog. Come on, I grew up in the 80s. We know about the Sears catalog. Y'all new folks don't know about the Sears catalogs. Millennials and Gen Zs. Y'all not ready for the Sears catalog. Or the Sunday mailers. So, grew up in a family that my dad was like, oh yeah, we're sex ed. We love sex. Ooh, we're so. That sucks, man. I go on and on about that for days. But let's try to stay on this topic, stay on subject here. So I found the pornos, you know, I'm like, ooh, I look at them for a few minutes, whatever, and stuck them back in the plastic, put them back under the seat. Yeah. And so then, guess a couple months after that, I was in there. My sister was in the bathroom. We had 2 bathrooms. One, me and my sister shared one, and then there was one in their master bathroom. She was in the bathroom doing her business or whatever, so I ended up going in Dad's bathroom, do my business, and me being the nosy little prick I was, I'm nosing around in there in the under the bathroom, under the sink, what I find? Them same magazines that was in the car was rolled up in a, you put the little thing over the square box of tissues. They were rolled up in the tissue holder thing. Golly. That's crazy, right? So I find them. I mean, I don't know what. I just like looking at them. I'm like, oh, it. I see we go to the pool. We know people get, but this, they naked. They ain't got no swimsuits on. So I'm like, hey, I guess it's something I ain't really supposed to see. People need to eat trust. Anyway, and so I'm like all excited, and so that's where I got introduced to porn about 7, 8, somewhere around 8-ish, and he always had a head. I think after about a month or two, he finally caught on. I was peeping him, so he moved into the closet underneath the box in the closet. I'll tell you about that later, about how I found that. So I mean, it's pretty typical. I always knew there was something kind of wrong with me. I wasn't perfect. They used to take me to doctors and stuff, and I knew I was different in school. I knew I wasn't like everybody else, and call me slow, whatever, slow-mo, spinny slow, DA, all kind of stuff. My brain didn't always function and click like that. I can't spell words flip now. I never did learn phonics. Guess I need to get some hooked on phonics. My parents borrowed the hooked on phonics set from somebody, and I just never was lazy then too. Never did it. So I'm about 8 years old. Okay, here's one that goes back to yesterday. That's about the parents didn't teach me about churchly things or about word and stuff. So I think a little bit before that, when I was 7-ish, first, second grade, something like that. Second grade, probably. I was in the bathroom doing my business, whatever, and kid. And so I was nosing in the bathroom, and then found a box of tampons. And I'm like, what is this? Get it out. I can read. I ain't that dumb. I'm like, what is it? What? Toxic shock syndrome, TSS, and how do like, ain't nobody talking about this. What's going on with this? I'm supposed to put these up my butt. Something I see. I see it says vagina and stuff, but I don't know what a vagina is. I don't know what an anus is. A uterus is. I don't know none of this. I'm like, that hurt. But, so I'm like, what is it supposed to do? What am I supposed to? It's not leaving there for 8 to 10 hours. I'm like, okay, I guess let's leave it in there for a little while. I go on about my business, go in the house. And, this don't feel right. So I go back in the bathroom, taking it out, and my boom, 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 boom. Wait on, why your door locked? I'm open. Open the door right now. I go off, flush it. Mom comes in there, I open the door. I say, what? You just was pooping in there a few minutes ago. Well, what's going on? What you in there doing? But she's snooping around, whatever, and sees the stuff in the trash can and stuff. She's like, don't you ever, don't let me catch you doing that again. That's not for you. You don't even, and it's, okay, so I'm smart, but you just tell me no. You can't just tell 6, 7, 8-year-olds, no, that's not for you. That makes it even more curious. It makes me even more want to find out what's going on. So let's keep it kind of rolling a little bit. That was a very odd experience. Parents never did teach me about sex. All I learned from sex is what I saw in the pornos and in sex ed when I was in the 6th grade. 6th grade, that's a lot. That's a lot to handle. I got expelled from 6th grade. But with like 15 days left of school, I already got suspended at the beginning of December in 6th grade for pushing a kid. I mean, not pushing a kid, pushing a coach. I mean, a little kid had a scuffle and the coach jumped between us, and I said, F you, pushed him. So They gave me a 10-day vacation for that. So beginning, I didn't even go to school in all December in 6th grade. Earlier on in the like in September, I had ran off campus in 6th grade. Me and another kid got an altercation. I just dipped off campus. Police picked me up like 2 miles down the road, brought me back to school. So I was a very troubled kid. You know, parents didn't, dad wasn't there half time. Was there, he was drunk. Mom trying to handle family life and her own trauma. She evidently didn't want to deal with all this, and so if she ever start seeing my YouTube channel, she's probably gonna hate me for this, but this is for me. I know she ain't never dealt with her trauma. She ain't never been in no therapy. I know she still got years of trauma she's built up and built behind. So, but and then getting expelled, I got in a fight with this dude and blacked his eye. He hit me and whatever, but I got him real good and blacked his whole eye up and everything. And then another kid come up trying to separate or something, and the teacher got involved. The teacher ended up catching an elbow to the jaw. So they ended up charging me with simple assault. It's all so long ago. It's all real vague. This is the same grade I was supposed to write that paper I told you about in the previous episode, our previous video. So getting expelled, they put me in the 8th floor and Animal Hospital. It's like the crazy house, whatever the psychiatric floor. And that's where the next level really starts. So I'm going to pause that for today's episode, or today's front porch session. Was only one Smitty. And I hope audio is good on this. I listened to it last night before I posted it. It seemed okay. And it's maybe not the best, but if y'all like this, if people start actually liking and engaging with me, then maybe I might get some equipment. I mean, I've got a microphone and all in there, and I've got a digital camera. I just need a camera stand. And I can go in there and we'll bring them out here on the front porch, and I can set the computer up out here and have front porch settings with a little bit better equipment out here. But this is for me. I don't care if anybody watches this. They may watch this 10 years from now and it may come up. But this is me submitting my vulnerability and getting it out. I ain't got the money for therapy, so this is going to be my therapy. I mean, I already feel good about it already. And come back tomorrow or in a day or so. Pod 3, I guess, episode 3, video 3, what are you going to call it? It's like a pod. I call it a pod, but it's not really a pod. It's just me on the front porch doing my confessions. So we're about 13 minutes in. I'm not going to try to do short format, so this is kind of a short format, but come back again and we'll talk about the scandal and the abuse in the 8th floor. There's some more stuff before that, so I'm going to have to back up before I get into that. I'm going to do that at the beginning of the episode. It goes back, kind of relates to the porn magazines. But yeah. Alright, that's all you're getting tonight. Love y'all. Everybody stay safe. Thank God. Every day is a blessing. Every day is greater news. Stay true to yourself. Can't be true to nobody else. Stay true to yourself. Everyone, you guys are loved. We love y'all so much. Thank you.